strong to the finish, cause I eat me spinach.
So I'll come and climb up so high, reaching for a bite, yeah, because forbidden fruit is the sweetest kind.
I'm rubbing it because I just got back from yoga, jumped in the shower really quick, washed off my face because I've talked about a lot in the past how when I work out or when I kick up my workouts, I'm prone to breaking out. And I think it's just from the sweat sitting on my skin, maybe releasing toxins. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, not going to school for that. But I have been trying to eat like skin-loving foods lately, and it's still summer, kind of, in Texas. So I had half a watermelon. I ate the other half yesterday. This is a challah cloth. It's a reusable food wrap. You can just rinse them off. This one is vegan. It doesn't have beeswax. And I'll have a giveaway in a couple of videos for them. So stay tuned. But watermelon, we love it. And I'm so thirsty after yoga because it's so hot in there. It's like, we don't do heated classes, but the studio is warm. So it's around 82 degrees in there. So it's warm, so you sweat a lot, and I just leave and I'm like parched and thirsty, and although I've already had probably like 40 ounces of water today, I still want like water to quench my thirst and hydrate me from, you know, the inside out. I'm doing watermelon because obviously it has a high water content, has tons of vitamin C, amino acids, all great things for your skin. So I've been trying to make sure that as long as summer is here that I eat as much watermelon as possible. So freaking refreshing. If you don't eat your fair share of melons, you definitely should. It's just one of those things that I always feel like when I eat things that have a high water content, like celery, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew melon. Oh, love a good sweet honeydew melon. I definitely notice a difference in my skin. So speaking of skin, I didn't do any skincare. I'm getting ready to do a quick little mask. It's a DIY mask because you always got to branch into new markets, you know. I was vegan queen, now I'm DIY queen. So I'm going to show you guys this super quick face mask and then show you how to apply it. I have 2 tablespoons of my favorite facial mask clay. Now I'm going to add one of my 4 Sigmatic Chaga mushroom elixirs. It has chaga, which is amazing for your skin. It has antioxidant properties. Eleuthero, which is similar to ginseng. It's like a Siberian version of ginseng, which is going to energize your skin, keep it from looking dull. It has mint, which is going to give us an amazing cooling effect on the face. Don't you love when your masks are nice and cooling? And it has rosehip, which is good for retaining moisture, reducing the signs of fine lines and wrinkles. So all around, this elixir is really good for your skin. So I've been mixing it lately just like this, and then I add a few teaspoons of water. It depends on the consistency, if you want a chunkier or if you want a more fluid mask. I like somewhere in between, kind of like a pancake batter. So that's about 5 tablespoons of water. And I'm just gonna mix it up. Use an old makeup brush that you don't care about. Makeup brushes usually work the best for mixing. Make sure that you don't get any lumps. Okay, no, I'm not crazy. Trust me. This is amazing applied to the skin. Chaga on its own is great for overall well-being, so you'll notice just drinking it. It is a caffeine-free option from 4 Sigmatic. This video is sponsored by them. You can use my link down below for 15% off. It's 4sigmatic.com/EdenJax. So if you're drinking chaga on a regular basis, you'll notice that your hair, skin, and nails will definitely start to thrive, but it can also be applied to the skin, just mixed into your favorite clay mask for an overall pick-me-up on the skin. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks. your skin feels so great afterwards. You'll notice a small tack to your skin, but it'll be so smooth and feel so awakened. And all you have to do afterwards is apply a little bit of face oil to replenish it. And it's been my go-to face mask for the last couple of weeks. But it's good for your immune system if you drink it. It has tons of antioxidant properties, and I definitely suggest that you get Chaga. You're probably thinking, what made you think to put this on your skin? Well, when I was at Sephora a few weeks ago, I noticed that they had Four Sigmatic, and they had this whole mushroom shrine of skincare, right? They had like wild mushroom elixirs, they had wild mushroom, white mushroom serums. They had so many skincare items, but it was like $70 for a bottle of that skincare. And I was like, well, a lot of these ingredients like rosehip and mint and chaga and, you know, different kinds of adaptogens were being used in the skincare products. So I was like, why can't I apply my Four Sigmatic to my skin? I looked into it, I looked at all the ingredients. All of them are skin loving ingredients, so they shouldn't irritate your skin. They haven't irritated my skin, and I saw nothing but positive effects, even with, especially with the rosehip. It's good for like fine lines and wrinkles and pores and things like that. So I was like, why not have a double duty product instead of just buying, you know, skincare that you can only use on your skin. I can drink my chaga, especially around this time of the year when, like yesterday, it was like cold at night. When I left yoga practice, I was freezing because I was like sweating. Then today it's hot when the weather's up and down, something like that. Amazing. You can drink it, you can put it on your skin. I'm gonna let this dry, go munch some more on my watermelon, stretch it out a little bit. I am sore. Have I told you guys I started yoga teacher training? If I haven't, I started yoga teacher training. About 20 minutes. I'll wash this off. I'll come back. I'll show you my skin. I'll put on some face oil. And I kind of want a coffee. I don't know. Maybe matcha, golden milk. I don't know. I do need to drink some probiotic though. So I got a new probiotic drink, so I do want to show you that. I'm going to be having some of this Kite Hill vanilla kefir. You guys know I love a good kefir or a good kombucha, always. So this is a new one that I'm trying. I love the Forager, but I will say the Kite Hill's better. It's really, really good. I also tried the Califia Farms one. Wasn't a big fan. I felt like the strawberry tastes like bubblegum, and for some of you guys that might be your jam, but I just like a traditional tart tasting kefir. I'm also gonna have a golden milk latte. I'm gonna have a quick golden milk latte. I used to get these from my favorite smoothie shop, but buying them every day is quite expensive, so I like to have them at home now. I'm just gonna take one of the packets, which look like this, with a couple of ounces of water in my mug, and I'm gonna use a frother to froth this up. Now this has coconut milk in it and coconut sugar, so it's a little bit sweet, very, very warm, and has no caffeine. I know after my last video, a lot of you guys asked if I would show you guys some more caffeine-free options. So all I do is I froth it up in the bottom of my cup, and then I add some more milk. Today, the milk I'm using is a toasted oat almond milk by Califia Farms. I didn't have time to make my almond milk this week because I just got back from Dallas. So I bought some, and this is gonna be creamy and delicious, and just what I need on this gloomy day. It has been on and off raining here in Austin. Earlier, it was just nice and beautiful. Now it's rainy and gloomy, which is why I need my chaga. There we go, nice and frothy and beautiful. And then I have my kefir as well. It's been so, hold on. Oh, that's so good. I miss my Juiceland golden milk latte so much, but this is so much better. It's so good, and it keeps me on my budget by buying it and making it at home versus paying, like, I think it's $7 a cup there. Yeah, pretty pricey. So making it at home is definitely more affordable. Turmeric is amazing for the skin, has so many skin loving ingredients. I love turmeric too because I work out a lot and it's great for inflammation. So you guys know I'm fostering an ankle injury, so I take a turmeric pill every day. And if you're not into taking pills, working it in a yummy drink every day could be a great way for you to help, you know, keep your inflammation down in your body, which is great for like pimples and acne, rosacea, things like that as well. It can pull that inflammation and reduce the redness. So turmeric is amazing for that. And this has shiitake, which is a mushroom that I haven't talked a lot about. I try to give every mushroom a characteristic. So shiitake is like beautiful, glowing. Cordyceps is like energy, go, go, go. Lion's mane, focus. Chaga, immunity. So that's how I kind of characterize or like remember my mushrooms, is by giving all of them a little characteristic. And the 4 Sigmatic boxes do have little illustrations on them as well, but that's just how I remember. Let's give this a sip. Kite Hill just does it right. I just do a little bit because you don't need a ton of probiotic per day. Even like my kombuchas, I like to split them in half. Same thing with like my kefirs and things like that. I've been diving a little bit more into gut health recently because I feel like your overall well-being affects everything. Your skin, the way you feel, your immune system, the way you digest food. So kefir is really something that's amazing. I've been doing this thing by Robin Eucalyptus. It's called the Rule of 5 plate, which is like a green, a protein, a healthy fat, a cooked veg, and a probiotic veggie or probiotic something on your plate. So the Rule of 5 plate is amazing for me. She recommends like kefir and yogurt for breakfast, or the Power Parfait, which is a probiotic yogurt with oats and other good things. So I've really been looking into gut health, trying to see how it affects me overall, breakouts, things like that. So I don't know what you think this is, but it's mushroom broth, and I had 2 pounds of mushrooms that I left in the fridge before I left for Dallas, and I came back and they were looking real sad. So I turned them into a broth. I just cooked them up with some onions, garlic, half of a lime, some water, some seasonings, let it simmer for about 6 hours. So I have this super rich, amazing mushroom broth, and since it's gloomy and sad in Austin, I'm gonna have like a nice, like not exactly like pho. It's just gonna be like a really nice soup with some rice noodles, some vegan chicken, lots of greens, some broccoli. I'm gonna be using these Delight soy protein nuggets. They are my favorite kind of like vegan chicken substitute. I'm using these pad thai rice noodles. And it has 1,600 milligrams of mushrooms, so no matter what you do, it's going to be good for you.
Let it run down my lips. I wanna lick the flavor of you off my fingertips. Can't get my mind up off it. I wanted you the minute that I heard that you were off limits. 'Cause I want what's mine, but I want what isn't even more. And the fact that you're, yeah, in someone else's garden makes me want you that much more.
I finally got dressed. This smells so freaking good. This soup definitely makes up for having to walk my dog in the rain. Whoa. Spending time on your broth is worth it. I promise it's like 100% coincidental that this ended up being mushroom broth because I made this days ago. But oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm trying to get some of everything. Also, these bowls, so cute. So I got a noodle, a broccoli. I'm gonna put a big piece of onion on there too. This soup really took all of like 8 minutes to make. Do you guys remember like that yellow rice? It's saffron rice, but a lot of it has like chicken or chicken fat in it. I love the flavor of that rice. It's so good. But lately I've been making it with cauliflower pieces. I'm still boycotting cauliflower rice. So I've been making it with little tiny chopped up cauliflower pieces. And this is like my favorite recipe for little cauliflower pieces. So it tastes just like that yellow rice. The flavors, obviously not the texture because cauliflower is nothing like rice, but you could do it with rice too and make it really yummy. But I just like it with cauliflower because cauliflower is delicious. So let's jump in to the recipe. I have about half a tablespoon of Earth Balance in my pan, and I'm gonna add in some cauliflower. I'd probably say the equivalent of a head of just the florets of cauliflower, but frozen. Gonna add 1 not chicken cube. Actually, I decided that might be a bit salty, so I'm just gonna add half. Gonna add some nutritional yeast. Just eyeball it. This is probably about 3 tablespoons. And then I am gonna actually measure this because turmeric can have a very strong taste. This is about half a teaspoon of turmeric. And like we talked about earlier, amazing for inflammation, very skin loving. So I like to add it to food whenever I can. This is on medium-high heat. I'm just gonna cover it and come back to it in about 10 minutes.
Someone else's garden makes me want you that much more. So I'll climb and climb up so high, reaching for a bite, yeah. Because forbidden fruit is the sweetest kind.
It looks like I've been crying, but if you want to make your Marvel-loving boyfriend really mad, ask him if Spider-Man has a cool car like a Batmobile. I literally I got like 10 text messages in a row, and I was just like crying because it was so funny. So this is like a modified rule of 5 plate. It's really a rule of 4 plate because I didn't have any like fresh greens because I need to go to the farmer's market. But it might be back on because it's sunny again. Surprise! Texas is special. It can't decide if it wants to be like spring or fall or summer. It's just not sure. So it's like a rule of 4 plate. So I have that yummy this cauliflower. It's my favorite way to cook cauliflower. Like, it's so good. And then I just have some steamed spinach, some buffalo tofu, and some kimchi. And my healthy fat, obviously I used Earth Balance, which is not a healthy fat, but I used avocado oil. To cook my tofu. This cauliflower of what dreams and beautiful skin are made of. Definitely only do like a half. I didn't do a full half. It was like a corner of the bouillon because you don't want it to be too salty. I did also add garlic and onion powder. Done. Before I go to bed, I may have one of my ride or die mushroom hot cacao mix with reishi. Reishi really helps calm you down, soothe you, and rocks you to sleep like a little baby. I say maybe because sometimes after yin yoga, I'm relaxed enough to go straight to bed. But if I come home, like I typically do, and start editing or fall into a book or something like that, then I have to rewind down. So that's when I turn to my mushroom hot cacao mix. But if I come home and go to sleep like a good girl, I won't need it, but I like to know that I have it in my cabinet just in case. Today's shout out of the day goes to Allison Nicole. Thank you so much for shouting me out on your Insta story, girl. Thank you for sharing me, and thank you for watching. If you want to be a shout out of the week, you know what to do. Just share me on your Insta story or retweet a video when it goes live, and I will pick randomly every week. Go visit foursigmatic.com/EdenJax for 15% off of any of the magical mushrooms that I've shared today. Life is truly better on shrooms. I need that on shrooms hat right away. I don't wear hats, but I feel like it will look really cute on me. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, all of that's linked down below for you. Until next time, remember to keep an open mind, keep an open heart, practice unconditional compassion, but don't take shit from anyone. I love you guys endlessly, and I hope you love yourselves even more. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.